So welcome to our home, 125 Park Lane in Tannersville. I'm Angie Firmalino. This is the front door, the front entrance to the house. The front windows have the original stained glass. As you come in, there is a stairway to the left that leads up to the 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. The upstairs bedrooms are my children's rooms. There's a plaster raised motif on the wall that was here when I purchased the house. I did a tapestry hanging through the hallway, kind of cover up some of the old plaster cracks that we tried to fill. Off of the front hallway you can go into the living room or into the kitchen. This is the living room. My husband has some of our diamonds on display in here from Herkimer. We go mining every year for Herkimer diamonds. Some of his bottle collection there. My drums and guitar. The walls in here are wallpapered. The plaster was so bad that there was really no other choice but to wallpaper it temporarily. Eventually we will have to gut the room and take down the plaster and lath and sheetrock, but for now we live with the wallpaper. And then this leads into what used to be the formal dining room. Right now we just call it the purple room. The walls are a plum purple. It's mostly just a temporary playroom right now. It houses my Python Pandora. And this is our wood stove, our main source of heat for the winter. Now off of the purple room you can go into the kitchen this way, or you can come back around into the hallway and go into the kitchen here. And this is the kitchen. The bay window right there used to come out from this section and connect over to this section. So everything from here on is an addition that my husband and I did. We bumped out the bay window about 13, 14 feet to make an 8-in area. We built this farm table ourselves. We put a penny in it, a 2007 penny, to remind us of the year that we built it together. We got the chairs at a antique sale, 75 bucks for all 6 chairs. They were caned and it was all ripped apart. I replaced the tops with a faux leather pressed board and some tacking strip. We have quite a few little pieces of antique furniture in here that we've acquired along the way. The walls are a chocolate brown, the ceiling is a chocolate brown, nice chandelier. Some of my husband's collectibles from bottle dump digging, some cool things, nice piece of stained glass art from a friend. And this is the room I keep most of my plants in. It's a south-facing window, so we do get good light in here for plants. Antique fire extinguisher. Antique grate, that's a return grate, one of the air returns. We built this little white bumped out cabinetry to have a little storage space and a plant stand. Then here of course is our sliding glass door that goes out to our wraparound deck. It goes down into the yard, then it goes out and wraps around to the master bedroom. This is the original cook stove that was in the house. It was built in 1903, the home was, and this was their main source for heat and cooking and hot water. We have converted it to a gas range. The oven does not work. That's just a storage thing. We have a wall oven on the other side of the kitchen. We put brick up behind it to mimic the brick on the other side, and then we have an antique exhaust fan there. That's my spice rack. We have a pot filler faucet, which comes in handy. Granite countertops here and on the island and over on the other countertop. This island we bought the frame, the guts at a Habitat for Humanity for $30. We beadboarded it, built this little extension, and made a little island for ourselves. Copper sink, refrigerator, and this is the original sink that was in the house, old farmhouse sink. All this cabinetry up on this wall my husband built out of barnwood that he got in trade for some work that he did for a friend. The brick over here is the original chimney, and that hole was where the chimney came out of the original cook stove. The original cook stove sat here We moved it over there once we did the addition. We built all the cabinet doors ourselves. This is where our wall oven is. Now, from the kitchen, you can go into the master bedroom or the master bath. They do wrap around and connect, so I will start in the master bedroom. You walk into this little hallway, and to the right is a small but decent sized walk-in closet for my husband and myself. Right now I just have a curtain on it. It's kind of like my little dressing room. Shut the door, and I have this is my little private dressing area there. This wall is my vanity and our office computer. Some more of my plants and things. The ceilings are vaulted cathedral ceilings. Again, barnwood collected from a job. On Free Cycle, a man was advertising free barnwood for anyone that would come take down this old dilapidated barn. So my husband and I went and took down his barn and kept all the barnwood and used it on our ceiling. The windows came from a house that was being demolished in Haines Falls when Stewart's bought the property to put up Stewart's. We went and bought all the windows there for, I think, $300, and it did all the windows in this room, in the master bathroom, and in my studio downstairs. The flooring came from a job in Tannersville that my husband was helping demolish, and they were throwing out the flooring, so he brought it home and we used it in our bedroom. Actually, the flooring in the kitchen as well for the addition was from a job that was going into the dumpster, and it matched the existing flooring perfectly, so we got that for free as well. Up above the bed is a loft for storage. We have an old apple picking ladder that was with the house that we used to go up into the loft. Mostly Christmas storage space. This corner is my trap door that goes down into my studio. Usually the gate is closed and locked. It has a spiral staircase that goes down to my studio. The staircase we found on the beach in North Carolina. After some pretty bad storms, a lot of the houses were condemned and falling apart, and the staircase happened to be laying there, and we took it. The floor is maps. It's a poured concrete floor foundation. I got some old maps for free at a swap meet. A guy was giving away a plastic tote full of tubs, so I took the maps. I contact cemented them to the concrete, and then I used an amber shellac to antique them, and then some coats of polyurethane. Pretty cool looking maps, and ended up being a really cool choice for the floor down here. Everybody seems to love it. So this is my studio. I have a wood stove down here as well. It heats this half of the house. I have my soap making section. And I have my jewelry section over here, my jewelry benches. This is my leather working area. These are my jewelry benches here. And then my sewing section and my sewing machines. And I have a couple of newly wrapped vines on the floor drying. I make dream catchers. And then over here is all of my vending stuff. I go to different festivals and events and music shows and sell my wares, and I do henna tattoos. So back up the spiral staircase and into the master bathroom. The flooring is tiles that we got for free. A man who sells tiles had boxes of red, black, and white that were broken, gave them to us for free. I drew a design and laid it out. It's kind of like a sun. There's moons and there's stars. The shower is a walk-in shower. It's got 2 shower heads. The tile on top is slate roofing, which was the original roofing on the house. My husband redid the entire roof with architectural shingles, so we kept some of the slate, and this is some of the mosaic work that I did in here. My daughter, Taylor, did the heart. The lower half was some of the white tiles that weren't broken. And then we just have a poured cement slab in the shower, and we have a lot of river rocks that we've collected around the edges. This is one of the pieces that we've salvaged off the side of the road for free. Serves as our towel cabinet. And then the sink was one of my husband's pieces that we converted into our sink. We have a copper basin and a wall-mounted copper faucet. And a couple of wooden drawers that we picked up at an antique fair for $5. Use them as shelving. and back out into the kitchen. I've also used some of the slate, the roof slate here underneath the potbelly stove in the kitchen. And then this is the flooring that we got for free that matched the original flooring, so you can't even tell the difference. So we've managed to reuse, recycle, get cheaply or get for free quite a few of the things that we've used to build onto our house and to renovate the house. So I hope this helps you see a little bit more what our house looks like. Thanks. Bye.